Okay, hello and welcome to Enola. Some parts of this game are disturbing or cruel, and Steam and Home Streaming has broken things, so I'm going to change my costume. A lot of things have been broken by Steam and Home Streaming. Firstly, it wants to always be the native screen on top, so that causes some problems with starting recordings. So these are the official channels if my buttons are working. If not, then you're watching the stolen content. So I have played this a little bit, and well, sticky keys accidentally got turned on, and because of that, it made it so that, oh my god, it's still doing this annoying glitch. Right, this is the latest Steam and Home Streaming glitch. Not only the flickering, but also the perspective shifting, which is really annoying and makes it really awkward to play and experience the game. Right, so there's some interesting nothing going on in here, but it's a room that gets closed off if we don't come in it, I noticed. So I'm going to try and do some interesting things. See if this makes a difference, right? So usually ask her to open it. I'm just trying to see if it makes a difference by playing slightly differently, by coming in here and, you know, doing things, right? So there are a lot of interesting pictures of her and her partner. And then, well, you know, the perspective shifting really causes this game to become quite difficult to play. There's a weird cog in the wall, which, you know, who knows what that has to do with anything.
Don't tell me you're still in bed.
But yeah, this latest Steam and Home Streaming glitch is really making things impossible, right? So Angelica might be in there, but we can't do anything else in here. So let's go and trigger the big event. I haven't got much further than this. I will disclose, like, I turned on sticky keys not long after trying to sprint. We can't sprint right now with shift, but I sprinted on and off several times, and you've got a cooldown and sprint is on shift. Right, so here's the key, you know, you're the only joy in my life, and then you take the key, and then it's like, who's he? He? Because she's in a lesbian relationship, and, you know, it's like, now we can sprint, because we've been granted the ever-present ability to sprint. But, as you could probably have guessed by that, our world is crashing apart, and, well, it's been zathored into a gigantic black hole. We can't go into there, something is keeping the door shut, maybe the black hole, or maybe it's just because, perspective please. Maybe it's because there's actually nothing behind there anyway. Oh no, there might be something, but not a lot of room behind there, it's probably just a shower. Right, let me go down the stairs. There are deaths by falling off of things. And when the perspective shifts like this, it makes Mother Gunship pretty much unplayable as well. No text? You meant to come up with text. Okay, because it was saying you can't open that before, when I hadn't opened the door. But I played it twice, you know. One from dying because I hadn't saved, and then the other was my first native go, where I did go in there. The second native go I rushed through and didn't go in there. There's a mannequin sleeping on the bed. And yeah, so, you know, I've seen both perspectives, and the second time when you haven't gone through that door natively, it tells you that you can't. Whereas there, it just doesn't open and, you know, makes no difference. So that's a bit odd with those perspectives. Right, so there is a save point beyond here on the beach. There's also some interesting lore, which again I read. This is my world. I didn't go to that. I'm going to go back to the path that I was going, but I am also going to save, because if we don't save and we get flung off the cliff, we die, right? So these people, there's some pictures with maybe, oh my god, boy band or something. Okay. Then that's the law that tells us where things are, maybe. No, please. Not like this scene, right? So there's some legs with the boy bands picture, and then there's some coffins and churches, and then this one is, please, stop this. This is so irritating to play like this with The perspective's been shifted all over the goddamn shop and you can't fucking target what you want to target. Maybe they were working in a strip club together and this is them in a strip club cage all just burns and charred together. And this perspective flicking and the flickering as well, because it flickers the screen and the screen tearing. Well, it just made me run in a circle because of that. Okay, the voice of Freya. Again, I read it before, but tough shit, you don't get to read it because of what's going on. There's a boat over here with some pictures, and this is the save point. Okay, so this time I will save, because when the perspective... Okay, don't make me permanently run because I saved. The perspective flinging made me fling myself off a cliff. And we couldn't click continue because we hadn't actually saved, and that was annoying. I was very annoying. So, you know, that's kind of bad. And the perspective flicking glitch from Steam and Home Streaming. It's not persistent, it's not always, it's just random. And, you know, when it occurs, it's very, very irritating. The fact that it's trying to always be the persistent on top window as well makes setting up OBS to record it even more annoying, because you can't do all of the normal things that you'd be doing for setting it up. Right, so I'm going to explore a bit more this time. It does sound a bit like Jason's it. Yeah, that Jason, not me. Not me. I am here playing, but, you know, I'm not that Jason, even though I've got a cousin called Michael. And, you know, in my law, because my cousin is Michael, they're cousins as well. And they both wear masks, Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees. So they're clearly cousins. Right, we flung ourselves off that cliff last time looking at that, trying to investigate it. So everything from here is completely new and unknown. Hopefully we won't get perspective flung off a cliff. Right, so there's some treasure in a mountain and some treasure is buried. So I don't know if we were meant to go in like the first gate area that was right in front of us before, but we didn't. Right, so there's a house. Again, this is a horror game. I don't know if I've ever said this during this recording because of the fucking dumped recording. Right, so we've got an omnisex bathroom. Well, it's not quite omni, it's, you know, dual. I think it needs a third symbol for transgender for omnisex logo. Right. Doesn't look like we can really do much of anything in here. Oof, the perspective being flung everywhere really gets on my tips. Really makes it impossible to play a game. Okay, so we've got some open doors, but nothing interesting in there. There might be jump scares. It said there were horror and other things, so, you know, full disclosure. Aha, Freya. My diary, I was talking to Father Joseph today and I wasn't sure if I wanted to be baptised. He asked me why I told him I was waiting until I was sure. I didn't keep silence. I didn't kept silence, seems odd. And he just looked at me like he knew I wanted to say something else. So I told him about Angelica. Maybe she's part of the reason, I don't know. He gave me this book to read and know more, and he said, come see him if I have any questions. I think I'll have to talk to Angelica about this. I hope she doesn't go mad. You want to be baptised, really? And you don't think that you will be allowed because of your lesbian relationship? Okay. But she's left you... I saw that mouse pointer up in the top left hand side of the screen. Oof. Is it because the mouse is leaving the boundaries? And it's screwing it up? Like, I'm trying to do lesser movements, but it's still causing... Oh my god. Now I just can't move. I think it's because the perspective shifted, right? What's this? The voice of Freya. I was happy when you agreed to go to the lake with me. I didn't want to spoil it. I so badly talked. I don't know if we will do this again. I would love to. Please forgive me for everything I did wrong all these years. And let me be a mother to you. I'll change and do things right to begin to help me. Right, so Freya's the mother, maybe. Right. Perspective flinging is also completely disorienting, so I don't know directions that we are heading. There's a handprint in a door. That I would have said leads to nowhere, but apparently it leads to some sort of mysterious realm. See why I was when I was younger, before I was broken. Uh-oh. Right. We may be being chased. Freya. The memory of Edmund Macmillan. I wanted a daughter, so the day you were born it was the happiest day of my life. You looked like a little angel, so I called you Angelica. My dear angel, don't hate life for what has happened to you. Don't see that as a limitation. You can do great things if you really want to. I thought Angelica was our girlfriend, not us. Well, thanks for the darkness. Ah! Flashlight. You can turn off the flashlight with the F key. Flashlight does not run out of power, but it may not be used in all situations. Oh dear. Oh dear. There are enemies. I like how this flickering candle is a flashlight. Door will not budge. Okay. Ah, a save point. Yes, we will definitely save. I mean, I'm just going to overwrite the standard save. I'm not going to faff about with multiple millions of saves. That took forever to open the door. Oh, hello.
When I went to get some milk and bread, I met a boy. He had a pretty smile and small eyes. When we shook hands, he was surprised that I gave him my left hand. But he told me I was very pretty.
What's wrong with being left-handed?
My face turned red when he said that. I was so nervous. I even forgot to ask his name.
You look like a pirate. You liked a boy? You never said you liked boys before. So that means you are not always into girls? Whoops. I didn't think that would take me back here. I mean, you know, it should be logical that it would take us back into the room. Also, it's a... Right, the left door's vanished. That was the door that was the interesting door before. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. Right, so the flashlight has infinite power, so it doesn't matter if we leave it on forever. Okay, so there's someone picture. This is not going to be easy to play with this goddamn glitching. Okay, some sort of elevator, which we're not really going to be allowed to look at. Right, so mostly we're just going to use movement to look around, you know, hold a direction, and elevator needs a key. Okay, so we need to find a key for the elevator. This corridor wasn't here before. Let's go down. Right, mostly we're just going to use perspective. Also, I saw my hands there for a second. So there's a Freya light. Memory of Edmund, your mother can be hostile sometimes, and I tell you this so that you know it's not you. Don't blame yourself. I don't know if I ever did something to her, but after many years I can't seem to care anymore. Oh well. A fireplace. Interesting. No, let me look at the tea set. Nothing interesting with those. Right, let's go out the door. Someone clapping. Machine doesn't work. Maybe the boiler needs woods. Right, so we need to find some woods for the boiler. No, get down perspective. You're playing the Cup song. Sounds like the Cup song. do. I can't do the Cup song. That's pitch perfect Cup song. Yeah, that one. That may also be an enemy coming for us. Right, there's a save point. I think we've managed to avoid enemies up to this point. Ah, woods. I think it can be burned. You know, maybe we'll be in trouble then. Right, so yes, I will save. We'll overwrite it. Okay. Every time we save, it makes us just permanently auto-walk until I press W again. I don't know why. It's a bit weird. Right, in you go. Right, so I have to press I. Pieces of woods. There we go. Right, so now we're burning things. And we will try to make our way to the door as we fight this goddamn glitchy steaming home streaming. Okay. Right. This room does not look familiar. I think there was another door that we hadn't been through. That one's locked, so we can't go into that. Turn around. There we go. Right, so we need to find a key for the elevator somewhere. So that's just a broken door. That's blocked off in true gaming fashion. As always. Right, no enemies, yes. That green chair, right, this isn't turning. Maybe we need to make that turn again. Okay, this led to the rabbit hole before. So what could be in here this time? Difficulty moving. Now, we don't want to jump into the pits. We don't want to fall into a pit. Okay, so I'm guessing there might be interesting puzzles. I see. We could click it and then jump right straight onto it and let it rotate us. Cheese it, maybe. Red. Hello. I'm guessing the mannequins come and attack us. Red rum. It's a red table.
My
What is
gift
this?
was a red rose. Red is the color of love. He made me a crown. It was golden, just like my hair. That same day, he kissed my lips.
He gave you a wedding ring
Gave
the
me
same
his
day.
ring. Do you know what it is to feel special? Do you know what that meant to me? Do you know how it felt to be loved for what I was?
See, we're Freya, not
You wanted
Angelica.
the real me. You wanted a porcelain doll. Freya, all I ever wanted was for you to be there for me. I don't even want you to love me. I just want you to accept me.
For being straight. So she actually, it's not I don't even want you to love me, it's just I don't want you to love me. No, button. Right, that button clearly doesn't work. Can I choose this button? Because this button did do something, right? The goddamn glitching is not going to help. Yes. Cheese. I mean, actually, we could just walk that, but at the same time, I can totally cheese it. I could use that to get into the fourth area.
I wish my mom was more supportive about this thing with Caleb. At least she should pretend to be happy about me meeting him. I am still so mad for what she said to me yesterday. You know, it's not my fault that she's unhappy all the time.
T-steps. I know, but parents take it out on you when they've got their own issues, so, you know, you can't expect any difference. So I just did a law room. Shit. Actually, I don't need to cheese it. I can just wait. Well, apparently we can just go anywhere anyway, so it's not like we needed to cheese it or anything. I wanted to realign the perspective to see the way forwards. Right, running away from any enemies is going to be literally impossible. Like this. It's a bit broken. A bit broken. Okay, we've got a rose. And a crib. And red rose made out of metal. And some sort of fishing rod or something. Boats. They look like some sort of space boats as well, so they do look like they deserve to fly in the skies. Oink! We are going to cheese it. Okay, this last one didn't work, this last button here. Can I give you a rose? There you go. Enjoy your rose. Let me... Do you need something else? Porcelain, Freya, Angelica, hybrid. You need a camera angle that goddamn works. Let me turn around. There we go. Right, this... Now the button works. Wait, what? Okay. I was gonna say, you left me behind platform. We kind of broke the game a bit there. It's an unexpected exception on line 23. Didn't expect me to stand on it in that manner. Right, so we gave her a rose. Black hole maybe outside very well.
It wasn't my fault. It was not. We were arguing, that's all. And then she fell down the stairs and died.
Well, that's a smaller set of stairs than it was before. Did you kill Angelica because we were arguing? Is there anywhere I haven't been? I feel like I've been. Most places.
After studying Dad's notes, I made my own design. It didn't work so really well. I may have my mother's eyes, but definitely I have my father's brains. I added a second button to his original design.
Okay, so we can rotate a button that makes things rotate. Ah, here's. I'm trying to get to this without moving the mouse, and it still moves my perspective. Memory of Edmund, I need to tell you before I forget, don't add anyone. You tell you what you can or cannot do. You roll your life, you decide which path to take. Even if the game, through Steam and home streaming, is telling you to take a different path. You decide. You ultimately decide. No, I saw there was a button. Because, like this. Aha, there's that thing again. Okay. A heart golden ring means angel. Okay, so we've got a wedding ring. Maybe her wedding ring. Ah, she wants the ring as well, of course. Let me in! Let me in! Right, hopefully this hasn't reset, but if it is, it's just like one button press. Okay, so we can go give her ring. Try not to run off the ends, right? Safety, you have. Ah, that's what the other hand is like that for. Awaiting the wedding ring. But, it wasn't her.
My gift was a red rose.
Yeah, I've given you rose, I've given you the thing. Sit in the chair.
My gift was a red rose. Red is the color of love. He made me a crown. It was golden.
Do we need to kiss the doll as well? I mean, you've got a red rose, you've got a golden ring. Can't kiss the doll. wonder what else we need to do. I wonder what else. Right. The torch that seems to flicker. I was wondering what that thing that was constantly showing. It's that flashlight thing that keeps coming back into existence and insinuating its position. Right. We still haven't found this key. Yeah, I see the screaming face over that now. Oof. This is hard to play because of this perspective shifting. Like I said, it makes it very hard to figure out where you have and haven't been as well. Right, that door is broken. The law room may have had something else in there for us, as far as I know. Didn't seem to, but who knows. Also, the thing with the button, there may be more to do with that button. Right, is there anything else in here for us? So we started the thing burning, but I feel like maybe there's more to do. 2 sets, nothing going on. Well, we found a key. Key has a doll's face engraved on the head. Ah. Porcelain doll. Well, I'm glad we at least found that. Okay, so there are more rooms in here. Looks like it's broken. I'm gonna go to the save point. Whilst we're here. Might as well. We found that through the Steam Gnome streaming glitch as well. It's like it flung me to the torch. But I might have been able to see it better as well if we didn't have such issue. So that. Wait, there are buttons. God damn it. God damn it. None of those buttons seem to do anything. I tried pressing them. There's some sort of music going on in there, but I'm guessing that's just to find the wood for that. Also, the porcelain doll key might be the elevator key for all we know, because we were looking for a key for that as well. I hate this, it's glitching so much all over the place. It's so irritating. Could be an interesting game. Just Steam Gnome streaming is ruining it. You know, it's a first-person horror sort of game. Okay, let's see. Elevator needs a key. If I click this, I might need it to give it to the other girl though. Didn't seem to work. Right, so clearly because of the hints, it's the elevator key elsewhere, and it's the key for Dollface Girl. Right, let's see if this does anything else. Make your own path. I would not have a clue what we're trying to do with this. We need to find another button. I would assume. Right. I'm gonna guess that this doll-faced girl is gonna start chasing us and being a big evil thing at some point. We have given her everything she wants. Okay. Doll-faced key for you does not make a difference. Doll-faced key for this door.
My gift was a red rose.
Triggers the law instead. Okay. God damn it. Gonna head over to that one and see if there's anything else in that law room, because we didn't really explore it, did we? didn't really explore it properly. Right, waiting for the floor to fall apart on us. Painting. I mean, we can touch that painting if we ride around the room with it. But I didn't take advantage of that. Is there anything else in here? The perspective shifting may have made it so that I missed something. Very easily. Right, so it's just an empty table. Just an empty cupboards. Nothing in there. The chair is in an ominous position. Please stop this. Okay. I'm a little lost. Little stuck. Right. Working as intended. Working as intended. Don't fling me off the cliff. Do not fling me off the cliff like that. That's a gear. I kind of feel like we want that. Kind of feel like we need that for something. There's nothing else in here. Nothing at all. Okay. I mean, it might be giving up point soon because the perspective flinging because of Steam and streaming latest update is kind of making it hard to play and not helping matters at all. Right, reds. I've given you everything you want. Do you have a key slot up your arse, maybe? Doubt it, but you know. Please let me move. Right, there's no key slots in here at all. Right, we clicked. That's just a note. We've tried using the key on that. It didn't work. She does say she's the doll face. You know, she's a porcelain doll. So it does seem fitting. We had tried this on the elevator. There's none of these that are like, it's locked. We found an extra cog, but, you know, wouldn't let me pick it up. You talk about adding an extra button to make these rotate. But again, you don't actually let me do that. I can only rotate the one. And then there's nothing upstairs for us either. So after one last look upstairs, I'll go try the elevator one more time. And if that doesn't work, then, well... Now you will let me in here. Okay, so there's a mechanical arm. I'm guessing it was the orientation of those buttons that made a difference. Okay, so all the letters lead to there. Might have also been given her the ring. You know, that might have also made a difference.
My head started pounding my spine. After a while, I began to hear a voice inside.
Don't want to go down there again, but that place makes me feel uneasy. Okay. What's this law? Please?
And I can't even sleep now.
Playing tricks on me. If I'm going insane, I'm afraid to be left alone. I'm afraid to close my eyes. I don't want to go through this nightmare again. Yeah, I get that feeling. Neighbours upstairs banging about all fucking night and not being allowed to sleep. I don't want to go through that again. There's clearly a note there.
The device is finished. I want to be safe, so I will lock myself in a room every night. I can unlock the door from the inside just fine, but anyone on the other side will need to use the new machine to unlock it. Today, I finally got the 2-button configuration to work.
Left button rotates 45 degrees and the right button 90
and the
degrees.
right one 90 degrees clockwise.
The other button rotates them 16
The other
30
button
degrees
rotates them
counterclockwise.
60 and 30 degrees counterclockwise.
God, that sounds awkward.
The device is finished.
Okay, so that's that. There's another note there that seems relevant, but you won't let me interact with. Oh my god! Oh my god! Is there nothing else in here? Did we read this one? Yeah. Okay. Steam Dome streaming, you've ruined this game. You have ruined this. Okay, so there's a save point. If we can make it to it without... without glitching out the game too much, we can make it. Okay. Locked, I can't open it. Right, so... Right, so we did use the key. It was on the upstairs door. Okay. Hello. Dollies. Stripper dollies. With cog faces. Looked like you had face masks on, but I guess they're just cog faces. Absolutely not going to be sinister robots chasing us. God damn it. Yeah, there's a safe. There's a Mona Lisa. Well, oh, this is the rotates your arm. Well, it's just rotate it until it becomes a painting. Clearly. This wasn't hard. Okay, can you let me in? Whatever. You've given me perspective again, right? So that should have unlocked the door. Don't change my perspective. Right, so that's unlocked the door. Okay, so we can get in.
Caleb and I have been friends for about
Creepy
6
dolls.
months. He's a nice guy. He doesn't seem to care about, well, my problem.
You don't look 40.
The way I am.
You
He's
do not look
19,
like a
and he
14-year-old.
doesn't care that I'm 14. I know it sounds like a huge difference now.
Or Sam
I
40.
think it will be a big problem when we grow up. We're going to the lake this weekend, and I hope you finally kiss me today. So excited.
I mean, you can't see why a 19-year-old would find that a bit weird. I don't think a 19-year-old is interested in dating a 14-year-old much, to be honest. Like, you know, it's a bit awkward. You know, 19 and 16, sure. 19 and 14, you're kind of very immature. And also, you know, it's like, God damn it, game, let me fucking look at these creepy dolls. Let me look at these creepy dolls. There's a creepy head there. Yeah, I mean, that's just weird and wrong. Like, no one should be, unless you're 14, no one should be attracted to a 14-year-old. Right, so there's some lore over here. Let's go look at that first. It's a hookah. Are these things coming out of hookahs? I don't know if you'll hate me for this. Well, you already do. So it doesn't make any difference. I never wanted to marry Edmund. There's no reason for marrying him anyway. I was only 15. He was 30. Oh dear fucking god. That's even worse than a 19-year-old dating a 14-year-old. A 30-year-old dating a 15-year-old. My parents made me do it because he had money. Wow, your parents forced you into that marriage. Now you know why I never wanted to spend time with him. You were 15 though, ew. It's like a space hookah. It's got a lamp on it, but it's sort of like a hookah. It's also a lamp. I won't ask what those dolls are doing. Laurel! It's a yarny crown made of golden leaves. I know it says laurel. I thought they were like in a sexual position at first, and I was like, okay, that's just wrong. That's just very no game. Let me out the room. I'm trying to leave the room. We're finished with this room. We've got whatever the. Are we giving her the crown? Have we got to go give her the crown now? Will that open the roots? Laurel and yarn. Shit me. That's unfair. Like a jump scare instantly. Yeah, you have to like, shake it off. Get off me. Oh, come on. It didn't even let me get up and you're already attacking me again. Instant death. That's cheap. Mash the buttons to escape. No shit. What do you think I was doing? Instantly in a doorway though? Do you really think that that's fair? Right, so we need to... Oh, I should have saved after, really, shouldn't I? I had the feeling I should have saved when I left that room, you know? I had the feeling. Right, there we go. I had the feeling that I needed to save again. But I didn't. And I was mashing the buttons. Oh no. The law that we can't skip. You're not going to let me skip it? You are not 15. I mean, maybe you're recounting your days of when you were 15. You know? Also, if you're 15, we would also have to be like a teenager, right? If we were in a lesbian relationship with you, but you were getting married. You said he's 19, but so that says, I know you're a different character, but you know, 14 and 30 and 15 and 30 and 14 and 19. But yes. Okay, the memories of Edmund Macmillan. Don't think he wants to be associated with this game. And not the plot, you know, being a 30-year-old dating a 15-year-old. I don't think he wants to be associated with that either. Like, you know, that's very wrong. Right, we're being chased now, and this isn't going to be fair. Because the streaming breaking, right? So this is the door that we may want to go through, right? You're going to instantly have him on the other side of that, right? Okay. Mashing, okay. Well, we kicked him in the balls. Busts. Whether we can play is another thing because, well, the fucking glitching is not going to let this be playable, is it? Is he already going to be on us? He's not. He is despawned. Good. So we just really need to mash the buttons.
You finally did. He always comes in next week.
That's an odd position. You know, round the back of your head, maybe round your neck. I don't know. But, you know, that's just a weird place to hold for kissing. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
Best birthday gift ever.
You know, one hand round the back of the neck is like, I don't know why, there's something I don't like about him. No, I'm not jealous, you know, just dating 14-year-olds. But yeah, I mean, round the back of the neck seems, you know, one hand round the back of the neck is right kissing position. Round on the cheeks like that is weird. It's a weird kissing position. Okay. So I'm going to crown you now. Or, you know, the room will have reset. Because things are different. Don't despawn the other stuff that I've given her. The rose and the ring have despawned and we have to find them again. Okay, can I just click? No, I have to actually select it in your instance. Use? There you go. I crown you.
I met two of Caleb's friends yesterday. I didn't like them. They were so dumb. Making fun of him because I am so young.
Well, what do you
I'm
expect?
actually scared that I am young. Caleb likes me anyway. And I'm glad that they didn't know about me.
What exactly is your problem? You're a pirate girl? That you wear a belt around your crotch? You have an odd sense of style? Maybe he's the black doll. Maybe he's the evil doll. Spirit of Angelica. That's not like memories, that's someone actually being dead. Sometimes you want revenge, but you need a victim. It was not her fault, but I didn't care. I wanted my revenge. I wanted that prostitute to know how it felt. I wanted her to feel my pain. I was just so mad I'd done nothing to deserve what happened to me. With women like her, I seemed perfectly safe. When I was finished, I felt sad and empty. Killing prostitutes is not... Also, that candle looks a bit like a begging rat. Look. Or a mouse, you know. It looks like a mouse going, please. I know it's a candle now, but it did sort of, at a quick glance, look like, especially with the screen flickering, a mouse that was begging for some cheese or something. Clearly you want me to go this way. But yeah, I don't endorse prostitute murder, it's wrong.
I told Caleb that my mother's dead.
I don't know how I feel right now. I guess I feel alone and sad. I mean, I shouldn't talk over this because you can't even fucking skip it.
I guess I feel alone and sad. But I still feel all this hatred for her inside of me.
You killed your mother?
I can't forgive her for
Maybe
what
she was
did
a prostitute.
all those years. I don't know. And I can't say that I won't miss her.
I mean, I guess you could call her that because she was
alone.
essentially married to the 30-year-old for money.
Oh, my dad was here.
You know, it's like maybe you could consider calling her that, but you know, it's not the same. But you know, marrying someone for money, even though it wasn't her choice at 15, it was her family who forced her into it. But still, you know, she was being married for money. And that could be considered prostitution. It's just a different sort, you know, you're having sex with the person for money. It's a different way of making it in the long term, but it's still a way. Okay, well, stop. It's a badass outfit though. That's not a bad outfit. You're like a Wonder Woman outfit, but someone's killed you. Ah, the elevator keys. Been hung and killed, but you got a cool outfit. Also, can I take this lamp? The lantern is surely better than a candle torch. Okay, I feel like we're going to be chased now. I feel like there are extra rooms that I haven't been in. No, it's just the perspective flipped on me. Right, let's go. Time to leave. Time to leave. I do feel like we're going to get jump scared the instant we're out of this door again. So get ready to button mash! What the fuck is that? The face. But there are people. Okay, he's killing you. He's taking your face off. I kind of want to help, but also I don't want him to come get me. He is us. I mean, you are us. But he has our face. Oh my god, screen. Screen. Let me leave. Let me leave this room. Okay, that was an additional room. Right, that was maybe a choice. Did we want to save ourselves and her? We probably should have. But we won't. Going back. I believe she couldn't deal with mashing the button to deal with that. Okay, so we put the elevator key in and go down. Couldn't be dealing with that button mashing. Could not be dealing with this. Okay, we hear some clicking. Wonder what that's about. I wonder what that's about. Hello. There was the person on the floor again with the person holding her face. Is that our future? Right, there was someone in the bathroom and then dead, and here he is. Here he comes. Maybe we should have saved that girl. Maybe we should have saved her. Okay. Feel like we might need a save point, don't you? Before Murder Face comes to get us. Okay, so there's a choice of doors. I'm not going to go out the obvious one. There is something in this corner though. A weapon. Lever is worn at the bottom. Okay, so it's a lever. I feel like he's going to be on the other side of the door. He isn't. The hookah. The voice affair. Every time I try to talk to you, I use the wrong words. When I said that about Caleb, I never meant to attack you. What I was trying to say is that I don't trust that boy. I'm just trying to protect you. You're just too young, I know, to understand why I don't want you to see him anymore. There's something I don't like about him, but I don't know why. I just have the feeling that he doesn't have good intentions. Also, you know, we were in the overworld, but we're no longer. Like, is most of the game going to be in this world? Or is, like, you know, it in the other worlds? Okay, lots of things. Also, perspective flinging, I have no idea which door I came out of. Clearly it was that door. God damn it. Why did I feel like I saw 3 doors? Oh, it's because there are 3 doors. Okay, so that's just a broken door. Okay. No, let me out. Let me out. Okay, that door's broken as well, so there's nothing else for us in here, maybe. So we will have to go through the door that may lead to death. No running away up the elevator. Okay, so big open area. Clearly he's going to be chasing us around here. Oh my god. This is not going to be playable with this flickering. With this flickering, we cannot play games, Steam. Okay, so this feels like, you know, tutorialization is over now. He will just chase you. God damn it! This is more irritating than the jump scare. The jumpy frame perspective. Okay, that's enough. Can you let me look down a bit? Stop looking over there. Right, there we go. Also, the ominous music suggests maybe we are going to be jump scared and he is hunting us. Right, clearly we're trying to find something and we've got to find it before he comes and gets us. But obviously, like it showed, we can wiggle and bash by button mashing to get away from him. But I do believe he's going to be in this room. We have an exit though. Okay. She had white skin, golden hair, and an yellow face. One day she met 3 monsters. Do you know what happened to her? Do you know what they did? I know, she told me. Part of me died the day she told me. Part of me wanted revenge. Do you know what I'll talk about? Your dear girlfriend. Do you know why she has nightmares all the time? Do you know why she wakes up screaming and crying? She's never told you what happened, right? Maybe she doesn't trust you. Maybe she knows you can't help her. Did you just say that she told... Oh, she told you, not me. Right, there's a rope. But you won't let me necessarily grab the rope. So I'm guessing they raped her. But 3 monsters? Caleb and his 2 friends.
One of the monsters is in the next room, trapped inside a machine.
I put him there. That's his punishment.
Would you kill the monster, or would you become the monster yourself? Okay, well, the monster also looks like maybe it's us. There's a lever. Okay. To open the box, you must decide will the monster live or die. The box is already open. The key has a weird gear shape on it. I wonder if it's used to door something else. Does the key have a tag with a weird symbol? I mean, I didn't really decide, did I? Come on. With the monster, did we save it? Ah, that's to burn it. That's to free it. Okay, well I freed it. Can I also keys it and burn it and do both? No, I did free it, which is maybe not the best thing to do. We freed the monster. And unleash the monster. It may come and hunt us now. Boss. That was the choice that we made. I probably would have freed it anyway. That's, you know, it's like incidental decision, not quite actually what I was trying to do. We need to find missing cogs. I see. That has some notes on it again, but we can't interact with the notes. That's a locked door that we can't interact with. I'm guessing we need to go find a cog. We've got a key, which would suggest it leads to opening a room that has a cog. It's broken. It's not locked. Having a map would be useful. Broken. Right, so. No save points either, yes. There's only one more route. Unless, like, you know, I haven't tried actually clicking the key on this. Also, you know, we've got a key with a symbol on it, which again could do something. I wonder if you only get one key if you do the killing option. You know, is it you get more if you save him, or, you know, is it because, hello, person in a cloaked hood, but it won't let me go speak to? There's got to be another route that I haven't explored, to be honest. Like, okay, so we got the gear. There's got to be more. Frustration. More routes that we haven't explored. Because of the keys. Please, could you let me through? There's got to be something to do with the items going out the window or something. Right. We can use the old gear. There we go. Right. So if I use the gear key, doesn't necessarily have an effect. An old lever doesn't have an effect. Right, so I will try again. It's a bit annoying that I have to keep clicking both of them in and out, and I just can't, you know, natively click on where it should be. No, god damn it. Don't mess with my perspective like this. Because that looks like where a lever would go. Okay, apparently we did use the key. The key went in. Right, so the key is in, the lever is in, everything's good, we're good to go. Make some progress. I'm probably going to get attacked on the other side of the door. Okay. This is my world. What an anticlimactic ending to that area. Also, none of these are open. Like, none. You'd think this, maybe that would have been progress for one of those. Absolutely none of them are open. Get down there. Please, please, perspective. Fuck me, perspective. Could you at least play nice and let me look at the fucking pedestal? Steam. I mean, there are some cogs here, but we can't take them. We've still got the key with the symbol. Right, okay. Maybe we need to use that in specific areas to get other places. Maybe that's how that works, and we come back into the overworld with persistence and find frustration as the fucking camera is annoying because of streaming and streaming. Please. Okay. No. Thought it was going to play nice for a second then. Apparently not. Right. Well, turns out that that one door that's directly in front of you is something that you can't go in straight away anyway. It must just be the ending of the game. I'm going to go to the save points. Then I'm going to go back up to that one pedestal because there was something odd about it, and I think that maybe... Oh my god. This key might have something to do with that. Right, so we chose to save one of the monsters. Lake cabin. There was a wide open world up there as well. I just want to be able to look around normally and not have it do this. That would be nice. You know, to be able to enjoy the horror game and not be messed about. Would be nice. And again, it's a Steam and I'm streaming thing, it's not the game's fault. So, bit of an odd storyline though. But, you know, I can understand the horror genre. I can understand it trying to be creepy and weird. Right, so here's where I would presume we would use the key, because we saw that in that world as well. It's got a play symbol on it. Doesn't go to that. Don't fling yourself off the cliff this time because of the perspective shifting. Okay, so it wasn't that, right? So there's some more other stuff. Again, I don't know how the hell I ended up in that world, touching that door. I wasn't expecting it to take me there. Right, so we do need to go over the bridge first, don't we? Okay, come on, game. Sorry, my nose is itching. Right, so we've been in that house. There wasn't much in that house, but maybe the key that we've got might let us do things. Who knows? This is some sort of wind vein. More wind veins. You have to be careful with your step. You don't want to accidentally fling yourself off a cliff, because if you do, you die. And then that's the end of the game. I did hear music, but I also want to explore off the beaten track and try and find something. There's treasure up a mountain, it says. So that's kind of what we're looking for. Right, so there's a lot of actual wind here because of the wind vein going on. Right, we've got another lore box here. What are you? Spirit of Angelica. I told Dr. Arrow, which is part of the truth, yes, I don't think I'd be a good mother, and I would never let a man sleep with me, but that's not all. Why would I want to bring a child into this world? What if one day I had a daughter and I can't protect her? What if one day something happened to her? What if I push her away and make the same mistakes my mother did? I fear I can't be a good mother. I fear I'll make the same mistakes my mother did. So I'm guessing you ended up with a child from being raped. let me look at that. There's a lot of blood everywhere. You're not going to let me interact with those. Just a bed in a cabin. No, we're finished with the cabin. Okay, so we've got some fencing. We've got the very same cabin because the perspective flinging around is throwing me off kilter. Right. Doesn't seem like there's necessarily any way past this. I'm trying to look. But obviously the game is messing with me. Well, not the game, Steam and I'm streaming. Of course, is messing with me. And it's really not helping. So that's a big place, but we're kind of running past that. I want to see, just anything else. I'm guessing we need a special key to get in there, or to do something to activate that. It's probably an end zone as well. It's an interesting game. It's got some interesting things and a storyline, and some jump scares. But it's still trying to be a bit more creepy than just filling it with jump scares. So that's something, it's trying to be its own separate horror story. Okay, we're safe now, we don't need to go back to it. I can appreciate that, rather than it just being jump scare after jump scare. It's actually aesthetic and trying to have a narrative. Okay. Anything interesting going on with those? Got a creepy house in the woods. Now we are starting to make our way back down to where we were now. But just part of it. Just some beds. I'm guessing we're looking for the handprints. If we find the handprints, they maybe teleport us into other realms. And the handprint wasn't so highlighted either, so it was quite well hidden, it's just accidentally clicking on it because I was clicking on everything, and then it took me away. And I guess if you didn't know that, it was maybe be hard to find, if you're not one that just clicks on everything. Princess. Are you the red princess? Perspective, please. This is just the one that we were already in, right? I mean, if they're all on the same sort of panel, that's a bit awkward. We would never, ever make progress because we're always, I would expect them to be on different items. If it's always the same boards and you have no idea what you've been in already, that could make it hard. Could make it very hard to know where you're progressing and where you're not. Nothing interesting there, just some barrels and a thing. Again, getting thrown off the perspective by this is kind of disorientating, which also makes it hard to play. So, worth bearing that in mind. It's going to be a lot easier for you when you're not being thrown off by Steam and Instrument. I kind of want to go on this rise, but you're not going to allow me even to climb up on it. That's not fair. Okay, anything interesting going on behind it then? Or we can just sort of glitch into it. Because we're not meant to be behind here, clearly. Because the perspective wasn't liking it. It was going weird. Oof, stop that arrow. Stop going out the screen. Okay. Could I pick up these and hit the cans over? No. I wonder why there's a circus here. Or, a fairground ride. We can't interact with it. A world hole? Or just water? Very hard to tell. Probably the lake again, right? Because we are right back at the beginning, you sort of bit. Okay. I'm going to do one last run up towards the end because there was one area that we didn't go into, and then I'm going to call it a day, because being in the position we are, where it's very difficult to tell where we've been and where we're going, it's not so easy to tell. But it seems an interesting game, for sure, so it's worth checking that on. I hate that my sprint just ran out. Right, I feel like that's not full progress. I feel like that's the one direction to go in. Yeah, that's a cliff. It's very disorientating playing like this, like I say. Maybe these lights are hints as to where to go. Maybe they are hints as to places we haven't been, or they're just fires. But they lead up to that cabin. We've been and touched the thing in there. There was that big house by the fence that I want to go in, that I didn't choose to explore because I thought it would be something. So I deliberately avoided it. Right, this is just an empty container. This is the wind vane. And we've got a gigantic ass sewing machine. That's the fence. Perspective, please. Okay. Here's where I'm trying to look at, but oh my god, it just won't let me. The graveyard, okay. The symbol. Is it the symbol that we have? Hello. It is. Where do we put this? Where did we put it? Because it would seem like that's the symbol to progress into there. But it's not going to allow me. I will try it right next to one of the symbols. Try it on the gate, which would be the logical position. But right next to this symbol here seems to maybe be a logical position. That's definitely that X symbol on it. I see. I see. There's a circle in the middle. Okay. Memory of Edmund. There are many things I'd like to tell you, but I don't know if I'll have the time. I would like to tell you why, but I just can't find the words to explain. I hope you have a good life. I hope you find a guy who loves you and takes care of you. Don't hate your mother. It's not her fault. But she's a lesbian. She doesn't like guys. Santa? Santa and his reindeer. It's the floating weird stuff, but it looked a bit like Santa and his reindeer. Merry Christmas, everyone. It's a Christmas game after all. Santa came and saved the day, and all was right in the land. He gave the bad guys coal, and he gave the good girls a soul. Who's to know what he brings for you? Just wait till Christmas Day. Swore protect me, swore to keep me safe. Right, this is going to be a long ass level, isn't it?
I come looking for him.
Ugh, religion. Christmas is not a religious festival. It was always Mithras, which is about the spirit of giving pinheads and receiving and surviving winter. What do we need to give pinheads? Okay, also, this is a lewd church. It's the church of strippers and pinheads. Church of strippers and pinheads. Okay. Also, I like how the pews have fake people carved into them because no one goes to church. Oh no, wait, you are people. Why do you look like you're sort of made of wood? You're just peons. Okay, a woman with a stone face. She was always distant, always turning her back to their little lover. She was so cold she never even cared for her own little princess, always alone, always crying for help. The Iron Guardian always stood between them, protecting his angel. She shouldn't cry. He's always there to protect her. Poor Ice Lady. Little she knows that ice can break too. I can see you on the south side stairs, broken, dead. Wow. Is that what was in the safe of the church? Iron people. They're like alien people as well. Okay, don't get caught on the pillar. Is there anyone else, anywhere else to go? One of these people may have something we need. Well, we need to ask all of these people, these alien people. Please, could you not? I can't look in their hands if you do this to me. Also, why were you speaking French? It's like, French. Well, you've clearly got a key. Do you want this key? Is that what you were asking for? A rusty key? Nope. Okay. Well, at least it's highlighted what person had something in their hands. Like, we didn't have to, care too much. Okay. The safe ones. And with that, I will call it a day, because, it's kind of hard to play like this anyway. Thanks for watching, join us small. Goodbye!